Hey everybody, I'm Kyle. Welcome back. If you've watched the video, thank you for coming back. If you have not seen one of my videos before, don't worry, you're not alone. But thank you for giving me an opportunity. So here's the thing. I have a lot of friends that don't know a whole lot about soccer that are watching the World Cup, and they're messaging me and asking me, why is this called this? Why is this called that? Why, like, this looks like the same thing? What's the difference? And however, I am not an expert. I'm just an avid fan. I played soccer my entire life. I know the rules decently well, and if I don't know something and I say something incorrect in one of these videos and somebody wants to call me out and prove me wrong, I'll admit I was wrong. But I was also an official referee at one point. For just a little bit. Thank you, Ohanas. He paid for me to become an official referee. But so I've decided I'm gonna try and make some videos just of the basics, absolute basics, the things that if you just want to get into soccer and actually understand it and enjoy it, I'm gonna be happy to explain it. And I'm not much of a strategist, but I do know the rules decently well. So one of those rules that I'm gonna be talking about, it actually had a very big implication in the World Cup from 5 or 6 days ago, and I have a real job, so I can't just make this video anytime I want. So that's why I'm a little late making it. Anyway, if you come from American football and you are watching the World Cup, you're going to be confused on several rules, but one in particular, and that is if the ball is in or out, or if it's a goal, not a goal, what determines it. So in American football, for those of you who don't know, all the ball has to do in order to be considered a touchdown is cross the plane of the end zone. Alright, the slightest bit of the ball, like it could be a millimeter of the ball, as long as a millimeter of the ball touches a millimeter of the goal line, it's a touchdown. It's confusing for people who come from soccer, but yes. The entire ball does not have to get over the line in football for it to count as a touchdown. Now, American football fans reverse that. In soccer, the ball, the entirety of the ball, every last inch of the ball has to be over every last inch of the goal line for it to be a goal, or the touch line for it to be out of bounds, or the baseline for it to be out of bounds for a goal kick or a corner kick. Another video, another time. What determines a goal kick versus a corner kick? Great video. I'm gonna do it. So a couple of days ago, I'm wearing my Germany jersey because I don't have a Japanese or a Spain jersey. Japan was playing Spain, and for a chance to move on out of the group stage, Germany was in their group stage, and Germany had to win by so many, and Japan just had to win. If Japan won, Germany gets knocked out. In essence, not necessarily important. Anyway, Japan scored a very controversial goal. The ball looked out when it was in, or the ball looked in when it was out. That's the controversy. So, one angle, the ball clearly looks out, because if you're looking at the bottom of the ball that is touching the surface of the field versus where the line is, you see a little patch of green, and that's what we're conditioned to look for, is that little patch of green in football. Hey, look, if there's that patch of green, he's clearly in bounds, you know. But another flip side, that is from one angle. If you look at it from the top-down view, I was unable to watch the game, and from what I have found, they did not show this during the game. I don't know if VAR had it available whenever they were looking at it for their decision, but from a certain eagle-eyed perspective, there's a little slight touch of the ball that is still touching the line on the vertical plane. And that is the difference. That is the one thing that you have to take into consideration, is the different angles and perspectives that come in soccer. They're very important because one angle, it looks like one thing, another angle, it looks completely different. And as long as there is one angle that is showing the ball touching the line in any kind of plane, the vertical plane, the horizontal plane, Air Force One, whatever, if the ball is touching the line, it's in bounds. That's really all you need to know. And I have figured out how to put some pictures up. So I'm going to put the one angle here and the other angle here, and we'll talk about it. But like I said, I don't know if VAR had this angle to view. Either way, they determined that the ball was in, and they called it a goal, which inevitably knocked out Germany. And just some Germans are not happy about it. But in my unprofessional opinion, it was the right call. Even if they didn't have that angle, VAR got it right. And VAR has been very dodgy this World Cup, and I'll talk about that. I actually made another video if VAR is killing the game, and I didn't like it, so I might reshoot it and repost it. But no, so long story short, I'm trying to keep this video shorter and do them in one take. And but long story short, the entirety of the ball has to be completely over the line for it to be out or a goal. And I hope that kind of clears some things up, and I'm going to have the pictures up, and you can look at it and decide for yourself. Real quick before I go, there was actually a broadcasting team that, I don't know if it was FIFA affiliated, if it was, you know, some other network, but some team at the World Cup recreated, in a sense, the ball being in the position on the other side of the line where it's touching it, and they recorded it from all different angles, getting really close up in 4K. It looks really nice. That one perspective it looks in, one perspective it looks out, and that's just the one thing, like I said, you have to remember is you got to take into consideration all angles, because if 99.99% of the ball is out, but that 0.001%, 0.0 whatever percent of the ball is in, it's all in. There you go, all in credit union. Thank you.